This is Tammy Basquet, and you are listening to Life Coach Life, the podcast, episode number 5. Hey guys, just getting over a head and chest cold, so I sound kind of awful, but I don't feel as bad as I sound. Listen, sometimes we lose sight of what healthy relationships look and sound like. Do you have or have you had a relationship with someone you love, a partner, a parent, a sibling, a child, that just has a lot of craziness, a lot of erratic or dramatic energy? How about lies or constantly walking on eggshells when they're around? Perhaps you're loving someone that struggles with mental health and or addiction. It can be very unpredictable in your home day after day, living like this. And it's very similar to jumping on a minefield and not knowing when things are going to blow. The most unfortunate part of this is that this energy can become normalized, and it could kind of numb you out. I want you to listen very carefully here. You may be what is normalizing this unnormal situation, because there's no doubt in my mind that you are the glue that keeps this partnership together. But again, I know that it could be numbing you and that it's normalizing some really, really bad behavior. You've probably felt extremely guilty and believe that if you remove yourself and you stop trying to keep this person or this relationship stable, that all things will fall apart. And one of the many reasons why you keep throwing yourself into this toxic arena is just that. It's also the reason you're exhausted and the reason you end up feeling really empty in your life. And here's the important thing to really know here. Your person, this person that is causing all of this, is counting on the fact for you to be that glue, and that you'll be the one who will keep sacrificing your own life and your own dreams for their issue, their addiction, their poor behavior. Believe this. When someone has a problem, an addiction of any kind, a person like you, you're going to look as appealing as water in a desert, because they know you are going to manage all the stuff and all the crap that they don't want to do, so that they can keep behaving poorly, getting drunk, overspending, lying, having affairs, watching porn, gaming all night, failing in school, etc. So I want to tell you, whatever you're doing right now, stop. Stop picking up their messes. Literally, stop overseeing their stuff every day. And I know that everything in your body right now does not want to stop, because if you let it all fall, it will be unbelievably scary, more scary than it is right now. It will frighten everyone involved, and your life may look like a complete disaster. But this is what it takes. You have to stop. Perhaps you actually pick up all the messes in your home after your loved one because you want a clean house. You have to stop, and it's super simple. I'll tell you to start with one garbage bag. Everything goes in. Line the bags up. Point to them when they're looking for something. If they are not contributing equally toward the cleanliness of all of your home, honestly, this is fair game. You are not here to pick up the pieces or the mess. You are not born to be subservient to anyone, to your children, to your husband or partner. Grown-ups pick up after themselves. Children learn this early or they don't. But life's universal lesson is to contribute as much as you take, right? Because if I ask you from 1 to 10 where your resentment level is every time you walk into that dirty kitchen or bedroom, what's your number? If it's a 5 or more, it's time to shift your behavior and stop waiting for them to change. I want you to take your power back. When we love a very difficult person who struggles with taking care of themselves, their own future, their lying, their drinking, their addiction, there is always so much manipulation going on. If their lips are moving, they're lying. And there's a ton of skipping out on their responsibilities as a husband, a father, a mother, a child. Yes, children have responsibilities in a family. And when this person is struggling in a way that needs professional help, there's often zero integrity. So when your difficult person can begin to tell the truth, stop blaming the circumstances and the people outside of themselves, we can begin to love them again from a very pure place. But how does that happen when their mental health and addiction is manipulating them and their brain by telling them that what they have done thus far in their life is so bad that they can never be forgiven and that they are undeserving of anything good in this world? Now, intellectually, we know there's nothing farther from the truth. We know that these people are very special human beings. We see their amazing potential and we just want to help, but it's never that easy. So again, how does this happen? We can support their healing. We can believe in their healing for them. We can hold this belief until they can hold it for themselves. If we think of their affliction as a third party in your relationship that is simply covering up who they really are, covering up their true self, they're a person we no longer recognize. They have most likely given into the disease, and we can only support their healing. Do they have a willingness for change? Do they have a willingness for help from a qualified professional? Are they open to the idea of a new beginning with new possibilities, a desire to grow into the person they want to become? Then you have hope. If they defend their behavior, call you crazy, tell you it's all in your head, rather than engaging in a fight, I want you to get curious and ask them, can you help me understand where you're coming from? How is gaming all through the night making your life or our family life better? How is drinking bringing you and our family your dreams? There's a bunch of productive conversation that you can have when they're not using. Don't try to have this conversation when they're in the height of their high. A dialogue that includes how their behavior makes you feel, and if they cannot do this in an adult way, you really have to ask yourself, how much progress can you ever make with them? And is this a life sentence for you? You'll drive yourself crazy trying to convince them that they have a problem or that there even is a problem. It may not even be possible. But I want you to start admitting your truth, your contribution to the problem. Start a conversation, if only with yourself. But please don't keep looking at poor, unhealthy behavior from someone you love and keep closing the door or trying to fix it or clean it up or dress it up to look pretty. Get to the bottom of it. One tiny conversation at a time. If you or someone you know has a question or needs some coaching on this or some other obstacle you're facing, please drop an email to me at tbaskay, that's B like boy, ACSKAY, @gmail.com. Thanks for listening and have a great week.